thought we saw a really good team in Cornell who came out on fire in the first period Friday night and really took control of that game. We battled hard and found a way to generate some chances late, but weren't able to get the victory. The next night, I think we took the same recipe and we came out and played our best period in the first period and took a 2-0 lead. So happy with our effort, happy with our ability to adjust in game after a quick start by the other team, and excited again to take the next step now in a really, really huge weekend for us.
Just looking at some of the stats, it looked like the shots were pretty even in Cornell game. They had a big early lead, as you mentioned, for the first period. But in the Colgate game, what do you think the high volume of shots, is that just from a team that was trailing in a game, or were they getting decent looks as well, Colgate?
Yeah, they didn't have as many chances as Cornell did. Maybe half the shots for Cornell, but a higher number of chances. So I thought in the first period when the score was 0-0, we really controlled the game and limited shot opportunities by Colgate, limited any chances. Their strategy was to throw everything to the net. We did have to have some big saves by our goalie, Owen Savory, and he made those. But a little bit of score effects, a little bit of Colgate's a good team. Put all those things together with our lead, and I think that's what it ended up with on the stats.
You got the split despite an offer on the power play for the weekend. Obviously, a bit of a concern, I know, for you guys for the last few weeks. But is there anything you're changing up in practice to try and do things differently, or do you feel like you're getting decent looks and the pucks aren't finding the net right now?
I think we're growing. It is a major concern with our power play. I mean, if we can add a goal a weekend or 2 goals a weekend, it would really adjust the overall statistics. And we're spending a lot of time with it. There was growth on the weekend. I think we've settled in on some units, and now it's just about building confidence and movement and synchronization together and getting more pucks to the net. Quite honestly, you got to outwork them and get pucks to the net from opportunities.
Goaltending wise, you weren't quite sure what you had before the break, but it seems like everyone seems to have stepped up their game just a little bit in different areas this time around.
Yeah, and it maybe just a byproduct of competition. Calvi came in and played really well against Brown and followed up with a really good game against UMass. We won one of those and didn't win the second one, and then all of a sudden you've got Lyndon and Owen who took their game to another level. So that's what we hope for with competition, and that's what we saw.
And lastly, on the road against a couple teams you've played not too long ago, in Yale and Brown, what's going to be the game plan, and do you feel like you're more confident this time around than you were going into the weekend here?
I wouldn't say more confident. That was one of our best weekends of play, but we only had one win, so we need to even the series with Yale, and we need to sweep the series with Brown if we want to reach our team goals, both short-term and long-term. And while we played really well against Yale, we gave up some sloppy goals on the penalty kill. We gave up a sloppy goal 5-on-5 and an empty netter. So we need to play a complete game. Against Brown, we played very well and needed the last-minute desperation goal to tie it and get it to overtime. So I think we've got our guys' attention. They know the importance of this weekend's games. They know the challenge when you go on the road, and I'm expecting we'll see our best.
Yeah, I think defensively we've been playing pretty well. I know our goaltending has been very, very good lately. I think we've been on the same page together and just kind of working as a good unit.
Offensively, you guys scored 3 goals here, 3 goals against St. Lawrence. Without a power play goal, what are you guys doing 5-on-5? I think it's working well for you guys.
I think all the lines right now are gelling pretty well. I think offensively we're creating some pretty good chances just through multiple opportunities, and I think we've been converting on those pretty well lately.
And you get a chance to with a rematch against Yale. You hadn't played them too long ago, and then I'm sure Brown, after you guys snuck one out, are going to be excited to play you guys too. So big road weekend. What's going to be important for you guys to come away with a couple of wins?
Yeah, I think just this weekend is similar to the weekends we've been playing. They're going to be good opponent teams, and we're just excited to get out there and play our game and see what we can do.
We've been coming together a lot recently as a team, and I think that we're gelling a lot together and learning our system even better than we have before, and I think it's really paid off.
For you centers, a lot of you guys are younger guys. What is it about face-offs that is the key to being successful there? Obviously, you need good line mates to go in and win all the other battles as well.
I think it's just practice, working on every week in practice, and keep getting better. And it's tough against some of the bigger guys, but it's coming along. And I think that we're all working really hard at to make our percentages go up.
And then special teams wise, I know you guys haven't had a ton of success in the power play recently, but what is it going to take for you guys to try to get over that hump and score a few power play goals?
It's similar to face-offs. Just keep practicing in practice and keep working together as a unit, and good things will happen eventually. Just keep working at it and have patience.
Do you guys like going on the road trips in the CAC hockey play so far?
Yeah, it's fun. Get to go on bus trips and hang out with the guys for more than we would if we were here, and it's good bonding time for everyone. It's fun.